Game 1 of the NBA.
Yo, Mr. President.
What's up, man?
Just wanted to catch you before your debut to the nation. You like how I keep dropping those presidential references into the conference?
I like that. I mean, you are a writer.
So, any quotes before the game?
Nah, not right now.
All right, laser focused. I'll jot that down. Seriously, man. Good luck.
Thanks, Jay. Yeah, I'll see you after the game.
All right, I'll be here. I'll be watching.
You better be.
Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. Now it's ended.
Well, thank you, Kevin.
They've got some tough physical players, DA. They don't take plays off. And the Celtics a stifling defensive ball club under head coach Brad Stevens.
I mean, tremendous perimeter.
Moment happening right now, folks, and the fulfillment of a lifelong dream, a special individual taking to the hardwood as we'll get to watch the first official NBA appearance from Diaz.
You know, and what a huge moment this is for him. I mean, your whole life has been spent leading up to this, and finally he's going to get to take the court in the NBA. I mean, his mind has to be racing like a million miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean, there are all different kinds of pressure situations. This is about as nerve-wracking as it gets. Even so, I don't think it takes away from how much he enjoys it.
So for Brooklyn now, Brook Lopez is out there with Booker. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's Kilpatrick in at the 2. And what a feeling it's got to be for this young player is that last bucket represents the first official score in the NBA from Diaz.
You know, you got to be happy for him. I mean, that's a great way to open up his NBA scoring account.
Well, everybody is happy to see him put the first points of his career on the board. Coaches, fans, teammates, everybody.
Now a timeout called by Boston. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated. And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
On the wing, Brown. And there's the call on Mr. Perfect. That's his first foul.
Yeah, no doubt about that one with the over-the-back call.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to take him for a ride right there. Easy call.
Outside, Lin. Here's LeVert. He's covered by Brown. Here's Booker. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And when the Nets hired Kenny Atkinson as their coach, it signaled a bit of a culture change. No more going for that big-name coach to make a splash as they had done in the past. Went out and got a lead assistant from an organization that had found consistent success.
Took him no time at all on that one. Mr. Perfect's got 5. Well, mark it down, fans. This is the official debut of Prez. The very highly touted rookie is seeing his first NBA action.
And he's put a lot of work into this moment and had to overcome a lot of hurdles in his life. Hats off to the kid, and I hope he meets and surpasses his own lofty expectations.
From deep, offensive rebound, and the basket by Olynyk. And it's a 5-point Celtic lead. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Clock at 4. Here's Lopez, and the Nets miss again. And there is definitely a culture change right now underway in Brooklyn. Atkinson fits right in with what they're trying to accomplish on that front with his work ethic.
Yeah, I don't know Kenny Atkinson, but everybody who does will tell you that he's a tireless worker as a coach. Puts in a lot of hours and studies film as much as he can. He's really done his part in the grind of the NBA world to get his chance to be a head coach. The fact that nothing was easy on his journey should serve him well.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. There's Lynn with the three. Sinks the three-pointer. He has 5.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
And Prez looking very calm as he drills that three-pointer.
And he has the confidence to take that shot when he wants. Nice finish to get his team 3-point.
Lopez sets a screen for Lynn. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. 54 seconds left to play here in the first. Diaz the pass to Olynyk. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Olynyk's got his second bucket.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second chance buckets.
There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Lopez. Here's Lynn. Yes, that goes in.
And one signing that went a bit under the radar during the free agent period was Jeremy Lin joining up with the Nets. The Nets got the veteran guard they wanted to lead their young core. Lin gets a chance to move out of the 6-man role he'd been in the past few seasons, and now he gets to run the ship. You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
At some point, guys, it comes down to pride. Start banging on your chest and get after it from your heart. I mean, you've got to at least offer some resistance. You can't just let guys do what they want in there. Nothing dropping for him, so I think in the best interest of his team, he may need to think about not shooting right now.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4.
Earlier, we sat down with Prez.
You know, it's a humbling feeling to be in the NBA. I mean, there's a lot of
Well, you don't see that kind of perspective with most rookies, do you guys?
No, you don't, Kevin. I really like his approach to the game. What remains to be seen, though, is will that translate to consistent production on the floor?
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And for the Celtics here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Boston, Diaz. He's in at point guard. Horford is out there with Olynyk. Then there's Brown, and it's Young in at the shooting guard.
Boy, Brown not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
I'm Prez.
Let's go now to the
I
sideline.
approve that steal. Presidential pardon.
Boston with the ball. Pass to Diaz. Zeller, a screen on Lynn. In the corner, Bradley with it. Zeller passes to Diaz. The high post shot, Crane for 2 points. Mr. Perfect's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Lynn kicks to Lopez. The pass to LeVert. It's stolen by Bradley. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Here's Crowder. Sweet little floater. And the Celtics lead by 13.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Lynn against Crowder. Lopez sets a screen for Lynn. To the inside. To halt the run, Lopez, no luck. Celtics leading by 13. Here's Diaz, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
Well, they're not afraid to just let it fly from here. They didn't have as much success in the first quarter, but with this lead, they're looking to extend it with the three-point shot.
Stripped it away. Inside. A nice shot by Zeller. Zeller's got his third basket of the night.
And scoring at will, starting to pull away here.
Certainly this one's threatening to get out of hand, and soon, partner.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Poked away. Kilpatrick passes to Lynn. Here's LeVert. No good with the triple. Boston's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Diaz. From outside the arc. Good, and Smart gets the assist. 22 points for Mr. Perfect.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Kilpatrick passes to Lopez. From 8 feet away, he drops it in. Lopez has got 5 points so far. Boston leading by 19. Here's Diaz. And again, Boston with the triple.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Here's LeVert, guarded by Bradley. The basket counts, and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Used all 7 feet and about a third of a ton to get that one up and down.
Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Zeller.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
No good from Diaz. Nets trail by 19. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Kilpatrick. Bangs home the trifecta. Kilpatrick's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And for the Celtics, they're shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. Diaz. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Mr. Perfect's got 28 points for the game. Now here's Lynn. Defense is right there. The dish now to Lopez. 3 seconds left. Unable to get that one. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Celtics lead by 19. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Man, rain and threes in the first half. How do you think they'll adjust to you in the second half?
I expected.
All right, gentlemen, hustle up. That was a great first half. Hey.
Welcome back to Boston. The buildings of the financial district visible in all. Some changes here for the Celtics. Olynyk, he's checked in for Johnson. Smart comes in for Avery Bradley. And it's Mr. Perfect in for Isaiah Thomas. The Nets also changing it up. Booker, he's checked in for Scola. Wande Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's LeVert in for Jeremy Lin. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Trevor Booker is out there with Brook Lopez. And it's LeVert in at the 2. Here's Hollis-Jefferson. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Yeah, he is a high riser for sure. Hollis-Jefferson, a walking highlight reel when he gets to the rim.
The shot's good from Diaz.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
Got a piece of it. Drops in the layup for 2. Mr. Perfect's got 33 points. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And a look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for Brooklyn.
And this is a team that is so comfortable with that mid-range jump shot. There are a lot of folks who would say that's living dangerously, that it's a bad idea to rely on those 10 to 20 footers, but they've got players with the talent to knock those down consistently.
Here's Kilpatrick, covered by Diaz. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. After their move to Brooklyn, the Nets went with an all-in approach. Sold their future to try and put a title team together. Came up well short. Now they're left to rebuild.
Now the Nets have scrapped that approach, it seems, and it couldn't come at a better time. Learned some lessons from trying to sell their picks and future for a quick playoff run. New management and a new coach have said they are committed to doing things the right way, even if it is slower.
Lets it go. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And you know what? Sometimes there's a reason why you're open. Maybe not the shot you should be taking.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Lopez. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And, you know, one thing that Lopez wants to develop is his ability to create shots for his teammates. I mean, that's an important focal point offensively for him and his team.
Celtics making a switch here. Zeller's checked in.
And Brook Lopez a little bigger and more of an offensive player than his brother Robert. But they've both turned into quality big men in this league.
The Nets have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%.
Oh, that athletic.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Are you? Oh, my goodness. I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to LeVert. High post Lopez. Puts it up from 17. No good off the front iron.
All he needed right there was simply to set himself up and then relax and shoot the ball. He threw himself off balance for no reason.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Here's Kilpatrick, defended by Diaz. And pushing it up, here's Boston. He tries for 3. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Hollis Jefferson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Passes it to Kilpatrick. Shoots the 3. The rebound by the Celtics. Crowder's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively. And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now. Seems to me as though he's lost his way a little bit in the second half. He'd been turnover-free before the break. That's certainly not the case anymore.
Bradley's checked in for Tyler Zeller. Hamilton's checked in for the Nets. Jeremy Lin comes in for Hollis Jefferson. The shot's good from Diaz.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Ball's knocked loose. Lin with it. He's got 11. And there's the pass to Kilpatrick. Good if it goes. No good on the buzzer beater. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. And for the Celtics, they're shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Diaz, he's in at shooting guard. Jay Crowder out there with Bradley. Then it's Zeller, and it's Levins in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
Here's Vasquez, and it's blocked, but they recover it. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Lynn, and it's Levens with the rebound. Pass to Diaz. Expanding his range, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
You have got to make some kind of a defensive adjustment here. He is just lighting them up from beyond.
Greg, I don't know what else they can do. I mean, even when they've closed out on him, he's still been knocking them down.
And a hard slam there from Prez to finish off the play.
And that's the athleticism that had him so highly touted coming into the league.
To the middle, here's Vasquez, got a piece of it. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Levens with the ball, and it's Boston with another.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here.
Pass to LeVert, over in the corner to Vasquez. And again, it's the Nets missing.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Here's Zeller, an amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Zeller's got 4 points in the quarter.
Now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up.
Can't remember the last time they missed one. Remarkable shooting here.
Lynn with it, now guarded by Levens. To end the drought. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half, still bageled in the second.
Zeller dishes to Crowder. Here's Diaz, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
They call him Mr. Perfect, making that defense look flawed.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And really, Lynn has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
Fires for 3, and again, Boston with the triple.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
They set the pick. Vasquez with it, now guarded by Bradley. Baseline J on the way. Vasquez, that's good.
And Vasquez is a pretty solid jump shooter, thanks to his really solid mechanics. I mean, he's got good form. When he's in his comfort zone, he's as dependable as they come.
Dishes it to Zeller. Passes to Diaz. And again, it's Boston converting.
You can see right now the defense running out of ideas. They cannot seem to slow him down.
This is a scoring clinic 101 style. I mean, he has really got it going right now.
Over in the corner to Vasquez. The basket good off the assist from Lynn.
And you know, it's always awesome to see a point guard like Vasquez get busy down in the paint on the low box. That kind of aggressive mentality really is infectious to the rest of the team.
And Bradley gets it to go.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
The pass to LeVert. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Lynn kicks to Vasquez. That's tipped. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Hamilton right side. Here's LeVert, and he slams it one-handed.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Now here's Lynn. Hamilton outside. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Here's Diaz. And a miss there on the triple. The Nets have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
So Jeremy Lin in this one, he has 11 points and 4 assists.
And we really just need to take a second to appreciate the all-around effort he's put out there today.
Well, the numbers paint the picture, and he has been what we call in my vernacular, you know where I'm going here, guys, stat sheet stuffer supreme.
Oh, supreme. So that takes it to a whole another level when you get supreme in terms of your stat sheet.
Kelloggese, right?
Yes.
Kelloggese. To the paint and stolen by Zeller. Here's Levens from the arc. Hamilton pulls it in. And a wide open look for Lin. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Lin. Boston's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Levens passes to Diaz. And Lin comes to help. Here's Levens. Here's Zeller. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And that one falls for Zeller.
And the Celtics, really since the departure of the big three and Rajon Rondo, doing an amazing job of stockpiling assets and draft picks all along while still being competitive. So you had to know, though, that net front office wouldn't hesitate to make a big move. This is an organization that seeks to compete for championships and nothing else.
Young passes to Diaz. Young outside, 16 feet away. And the shot no good, a bit short. Brooklyn's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Here's Bogdanovich. And again, no good by Brooklyn. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum. And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they've put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively. D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Vasquez dishes to Hamilton. Pass to Kilpatrick. Teardrop shot, and Levens with the layup. Levens got 7 now in this quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And here's Vasquez. He kicks it to Hamilton. 6 to shoot. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
And you go back over the great players the Nets have had. Dr. J comes to mind as perhaps the greatest. But Jason Kidd and others can be mentioned as well.
Well, you know, Kidd and Dr. J clearly are up there, but neither played their best years with the Nets, despite Kidd leading that team to back-to-back NBA Finals appearances. You have to acknowledge Vince Carter when he was here, as he helped them get to a pair of finals. I mean, he was part of those teams. Buck Williams, I think, probably needs to be on that list, a contemporary of mine who had an outstanding career with the Nets. So I think all those guys are worthy of being singled out as outstanding Nets.
In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Bennett. The shot from the low post is good.
Almost automatic when he can get the basketball that close to the basket.
Well, defense has to be played earlier in that situation. You've got to fight to not allow them to get that position in the first place.
A great feed, and that assist gives him a triple-double. You gotta love that kind of player, able to get it done in just about every facet.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Bennett. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Bennett's got 4 points in the quarter.
Nice look there from Bogdanovich, the shooter keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Vasquez, that's good.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Passes it to Diaz. Pulls up on the wing. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Sound offensively. Really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they both shot the ball since the break.
Feeds it to Zeller. Johnson sends the screen for Zeller. Picked by Zeller. Here's Diaz. And he was fouled on the way out. 2 free throws now for him.
And what a tremendous game for Mr. Perfect. He's now up to 51 points. And talk about the 3-ball for him. Wow, unbelievable from long distance.
Clark, there have been some fireworks from deep today, but he is just dangerous out there.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Olynyk comes in for Johnson, and it's Brown in for Young. Kilpatrick passes to Bennett. He dishes it to Hamilton. And stolen by Zeller.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Celtics.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Mr. Perfect. He did it all tonight, making an impact with more than just his scoring. How about the fact that he got a triple-double?
Brown outside. Back to Zeller. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls from the top of the key, and he gets it again. Shot good from Diaz.
And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
Greg, it really has been. I mean, such a lively, vibrant atmosphere, and no doubt that played a part in the big win.
From beyond the arc, gets it to go from beyond the arc.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
What's up, Steve?
What's going on, Prez? Guys back in the studio want to talk to you.
Perfect.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now we move on. Mr. Perfect.
Hey, what's up? This is Kenny. Now, you were all over the floor tonight. Congrats on...
And that's it for tonight.
All right, Prez, we got to talk shoes.
Let's talk shoes.
Yeah. All right, we've had preliminary conversations, but now it's time to make a choice. You know, we got to figure out what we're going to do, where we're going to go.
All right, so am I going to get my own shoe?
Of course you're going to get your own shoe. I mean, you're the Prez. We'll get you like the presidential suite or something.
I don't know. I'd rather weigh my options, see what's out there.
Okay. All right. Hey, options are open. Just, you know, got to make a choice.
You know what I was thinking about, man, was just going to social media. Once the options come in, see what we're working with, post it online. I'm the president after all, public servant. Got to see what the people want to do. Democracy, Constitution.
I like that. I like that. You got a lot of momentum going right now, so we can use that as leverage, you know? We can use it as like...
Bruce, man, I'm lucky to even be on the team, all right? If it happens, then...
Hey, it's when it happens, because it's happening. I mean, things are going on right now. Like, as we speak, it's happening. Like, as we sit here, right, it's boom, it's happening. Did you feel that? Because I felt something. What was that? My phone ringing? Because bam, it's happening.
All right, it's happening. So, hey, show me the menu, show me some options, and we'll go from there.
All right. All right. You're humble. I like that. I can sell that. So I'll go out and I'll get all the details and I'll bring you back the best options.
Sounds good.
Hey, you know what sounds better? Pennies in the piggy bank. Am I right?
Pennies in the piggy bank. Bigs, bucks, Bruce.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.